Hey, welcome back to the Crack Mug. Potato and leek soup hails from Europe, and it is the French who did some magical things to it. In the 18th century, an agronomist by the name of Antoine Augustin Parmentier made the potato very popular indeed. So much so that today, potato and leek soup in France is known as potage parmentier. Apologies to all French people for my bad pronunciation. I'm Irish. In the early 20th century, a French chef by the name of Louis Dia found himself working at the new Ritz Hotel in New York City. He fondly remembered his mother making potato and leek soup just outside the town of Vichy in central France. It was made then with leek potato and water. He recreated the recipe for the hotel in New York. And he also created a cold version of that soup that was served with a dollop of cream and some finely minced chives. And that soup came to be known as vichyssoise, which is globally known today. Shout out to Wales in the United Kingdom, who have a long history of growing leeks and cooking with leeks. In fact, the leek is a national symbol of Wales. This soup is loved globally, and many countries have put their own twist on it. Today, little if any twisting will be going on in my kitchen. Just a beautifully flavored soup that is perfect any time of year. So, let's get in that kitchen and make potato and leek soup. Come on. Over medium heat, add 2 tablespoons, that's 32 grams, of unsalted butter. To that, we're going to add 2 to 3 medium leeks, just a light green and the white part. To weigh this is 230 grams. Stir to coat. To that, I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of salt and a quarter teaspoon of black pepper. We're going to let these saute for about 4 minutes. We do not want to get them brown, we just want to get them wilted. I'm sticking with the original recipe. I will tell you, and I'll make a note of this in the written recipe, since leek is in the onion family, some people would like it to be a little bit more oniony. So it would be okay to get a white onion and slice it really thinly and put it in here as well. I have also in the past used spring onion and added some of the whites of a few of those into it just to enhance that onion flavor. All right, that has wilted nicely. To that, we're going to add 1 clove of garlic that's thinly sliced. We're just going to saute this for 1 minute. It has been a minute and I am smelling that beautiful garlic. To that, we are going to add some potatoes. I'm using Yukon Gold. This is 1.5 pounds, which is 680 grams, peeled and cubed into about 1/2-inch pieces. You can use a russet potato as well, something that is good for mashed potatoes. So we're looking for high in starch. 1 fresh or dried bay leaf, 946 milliliters, that's 4 cups of chicken broth. You can use a low sodium. This really is one of the easiest soups to make, and it's so delicious. Let's bring this back to a simmer over medium heat. Okay, this is simmering, so we're going to turn it down to medium-low to a very gentle simmer and cover it. Let it simmer gently for 15 minutes until the potato is tender. Okay, this has been simmering for 15 minutes. Let's check those potatoes. They are done. Let's remove our bay leaf and turn the heat off. All right, so we're going to let this sit for 10 or 15 minutes. If you're going to be using a traditional blender, this is very hot, so you have to be very careful and don't get burned, and you'll probably have to do it in 2 batches. Even though I'm going to use just a handheld immersion blender, I'm still going to let this sit for about 15 minutes because I don't want to get burned. So about 15 minutes, we will come back and we'll start blending it. All right, let's have at it. I will say we don't want to over process this. If we do, it'll get quite, gummy and starchy. So under is slightly better. Seems like we have most of it, but I'll take that right now. Some people like to strain the soup. Now, if you're going to do that, now's the time to do it before we move to the next step. Now, to be honest, I do not mind a little grit in my soup. So I generally do not do this, but it does provide a lovely velvety sort of texture. You might want to do it if you're serving it as a starter for a dinner party or such, but truthfully, I am not going to do that. That would give you this very smooth soup. So that can go back there and we will move on. Here you add between a half a cup and 1 cup of heavy cream. I'm keeping it on the lighter side with a half a cup. You can add more if you'd like. I'll put the note in the recipe, but you could also use creme fraiche at this point, which I like too, has a slight tart sour flavor to it. We're going to add 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. Stir that in, and we're going to put the heat on again to about a medium high and bring this back up to temperature. Now, even though I have used half the cream, which I think isn't more than enough, it would be nice to serve this with a little dollop of creme fraiche, maybe a sprinkle of nutmeg. Today I'll be using green onion. I'll see what's in the fridge. So I see bits of leek in here, the green. I don't see any major lumps in here, just very little ones. I can handle it. So as it comes up to heat here, let's taste that for seasoning. Oh my, delicious. It's really, really good. I can taste the leek, which is lovely. The cream is not, clouding it. It doesn't need salt. Actually, it needs nothing. This is perfect. It's just about to simmer. So I'm going to turn it off because I don't want this to boil, to be honest. So heat's off, quick stir. Let's get this served. See, I told you it was easy. It smells amazing. I love the light green color on it. All right, so like I said, we didn't use a whole cup of cream in this soup because I don't like it overly creamy. However, we can make up for that right now. So you can use a little of your heavy cream, or I'm going to use a little creme fraiche because that's what I have. So just a dollop or two. And I'm using thinly sliced green onion for the top of it. And only if you want to, a teeny tiny pinch of nutmeg. Nothing left to do but eat. Oh, it's quite hot. It's okay. I'm just going to try the soup before mixing that creme fraiche. Oh my goodness. It's hot. It's absolutely gorgeous. Just going to stir in the creme fraiche, the green onion, and a nutmeg. I'll give it a try again, just for you. It's a beautiful, simple soup. I haven't had it in so long. It really is incredible. I have some crusty French bread there that I'm going to use. Maybe toast it up. Who knows? There are different variations to this soup and how you can make it, even something this simple. And I've made note of it in the recipe for you on things you can do that you might like to tweak. It's entirely up to you. But this soup, you could serve anybody and they would be very happy to get it. All right, please like this video, comment, and subscribe to my channel. It really means a lot to me. So, until next time, mind yourself. Bye.